So there's a light peat smoke in there. Hello and welcome to Whisky.com, where fine spirits meet. And today we have a more famous bottle on the cask, and it's the Teachers Highland Cream. I'm going to show you the bottle. It's a peated, blended Scotch whiskey. So, what do we have here? We have 40% ABV, that's 80 proof, colored, chill filtered, non-age statement blend whiskey. And the last three were, or the last four, were more of a negative note, but it's rather low priced whiskey. They also say they have a high malt content of 45% malt in there, so it's mostly a grain one. So we have a blended whiskey with grain and malt here, but 45% malt is for a cheap blend. It's pretty high. The name comes from William Teachers, and that one is really old, and just I think this year or last year they updated the bottle design, and now they have this what do you call it, chisel, I don't know, this spiky flower that you found in the heather, and they made it now so it sticks out. It's their thing. This flower, the sticky spiky flower, is just the symbol for the Teachers brand. It's called Teachers Highland Cream, but there's actually no cream in there. You can see that it's clear, so it's not a liquor. It has 40%, so it's a whiskey, it's a spirit, and got a new design in 2015. I think enough said. What we also know is the major part of the malt comes from Ardmore, from the Ardmore distillery. And the Ardmore distillery was founded, I think, by William Teachers. So there's a lot of heritage behind that brand. And before there was the old Ardmore whiskey, the Ardmore single malt, we had the Teachers brand, because in the early days people believed more in blended and brands than in this single malt culture. So there's a light peat smoke in there, and you have that bit of a malty note, but also a bit of that flat grain smell that just, I'm not that fan of a grain whiskey. I like it if it's a bit more malty and sweet. So this here is just a combination. Also slightly sweet with a slight fruit note, but it's so slight that you can't really distinguish between any specific notes you can pick out. Now I know it's the cream, Highland Cream, because it's really silky. Really, it's strange. In the beginning I thought I would say silky, malty, creamy, but that maltiness doesn't stay long for me. I'm just left with that creamy feeling, but the taste starts off like a good single malt, but then comes flat in a very short time. Mm. 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 Oh. Mm. It starts off with a little bit of peat, with a little bit of fruitiness, maltiness, but it diminishes pretty quickly, and you just have a flat, grainy note with a bit of peat smoke, a little bit of sweetness, but it starts really strong, but it doesn't stay that long. So don't say this often, but I would say good taste, good tasting, but that's a short one. It doesn't have a long finish, it has a short finish. I like the taste, but you just have to sip a lot to get the taste in your mouth. So but it's more of a dram that could be enjoyed regularly, because it's not that expensive, and it's a very well-known brand. So have a look at Whisky.com. We feature this whiskey also in our database. And if you'd like to know more about the Ardmore Distillery, then please feel free to look at the distillery database on Whisky.com. Thank you for watching.